Let's paint. Hello to the world debut of my lives on TikTok. I'm so thrilled to be here. Cannot guarantee it's going to be perfect, but I can guarantee you it's going to be sincere. We are painting today this wall back here. Now, let me tell you a couple reasons why, and then I'll show you the paint. I'm going to do I thought about waking up this morning, and I thought about just doing it and then showing it to you. I'm like, no. I'm going to do a little TED talk about what exactly it takes to transform. And that includes this wall behind me. First off, I do have to show you, tell you a story. I got the paint. All right. My goal is specifically to transform my little dining nook into a live video studio so that I can have, my vision is to be running through a field of flowers behind me, and it looks like I'm there. I want to be able to put my own artwork behind me when I'm talking. I want to be able to do all that. And I wanted an inexpensive way to do a green screen. And so here's what I did. Paint. Yeah, paint. That's right. Now, part of the story, I'm going to open this up and show you. Part of the story of this transformation and what you got to do to get to a transformation, right? Decide what you're going to do, exactly how you're going to do it, because there's 1,000 ways, including some very expensive ways or relatively speaking, expensive ways. So to do a green screen. And so if you don't know what a chroma key green screen is, when you're on, when you watch TV, when you watch Netflix, whatever, when you watch a news show, you'll see people behind, there'll be things behind, right? The person that maybe it's the news they're reporting. Maybe you've been on Zoom and it looks like they're at the beach, right? That's from a green screen. And, are you ready? That's the color. And this is, and actually, again, the story, since this is a TED talk about transformation disguised as a conversation about creating my green screen wall, I have to tell you, I went originally to the HD, Home Depot. Problem, because it's really near my house. Problem is, I couldn't believe this. The national computer that let them mix paints and use their paint center wasn't functioning. The entire nation of Home Depot yesterday could not mix colors to give me what they call Bear Sparkling Apple. Well, Bear, we're dumb, right? And my first thought was, well, shit, this is an obstacle. But no, my second thought was, I don't care if there's an obstacle. I'm going to keep going. I wonder if Lowe's has it. Well, I learned Bear is exclusively a Home Depot product, but I also learned that they can duplicate the colors at Lowe's. And so that's what I did. As a piece of the story, when I'm talking to the checkout guy, the paint guy, he's about to hand it to me and he's opened it up. I'm waiting there, because they put a little like a dot on the outside so that you know what color the paint is. Yeah. So he does it. And then he goes, whoa, that's green. And I was like, yeah, well, it needs to be green because it needs to knock out the red and da-da-da-da. And he goes, oh, wait, you're doing a green screen? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, then this is perfect. Okay, lesson 1. No, the lesson 1 was don't give up. If the tools that you wanted to use aren't exactly where you thought they'd be or exactly what they would be, because I didn't end up with Bear paint. No, but I did, and nor did I end up with Sparkling Apple as my color. But what I did end up with is the color that's just like it, of a different brand. Cool. Lesson 1. Don't let that stop you, right? Lesson 2, appropriateness. When he imagined that color was going to be my personal choice for my dining room, he kind of freaked out inside. When I told him what it was for, the appropriateness of that color in my circumstance, his response was, that's perfect for what you're doing. So understand when you're taking these actions that you're not necessarily going to be what people aren't going to understand you. Some of them will. Some that will understand you, if they don't understand what you're doing, won't understand you. But once you're able to get them to understand, then you know, okay? Oh, look, now this is my first time. And I will have to say, Who's there? Oh, the pillow goddess, one of my best friends, Deborah. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you're here. I still get the knack of it. You're getting the world debut, sweetheart. You know, in a matter of time, dear friend, I will conquer this. Just to get to 1,000 viewers and followers in 5 weeks. I was super proud of that. And those actually mostly happened this last week because of the strategies I'm learning. Let's see what else. All right, who's ever joined? Hello, hello, hello. Is that Jeff? Hi, Jeff Davidson. Nice to see you. I am showing off the color of the wall and give a little TED talk about being a little wild. Now, third thing we're going to talk about is the C word. And I don't mean the one you call a woman when you might be really mad at her. I'm talking about the word crazy. We really need to stop using this word. It's a pejorative. And if we decide that taking risks, doing something out of the ordinary, being a creative like I am, and I'm an artist, if we call that crazy, not only is that inappropriate, it's also disrespectful to people who actually have a mental health condition that might be labeled that. So I really am trying to catch myself to not use that word, but it's frontier. Okay, let's see. Host invites you to go live together. Nope, not going to do that. Not this time. Next time, maybe when I get better at this, okay? I would love to do with people adding on, but I'm just not experienced enough yet. So keep your eye. Share this out right now to anybody you think might be wanting to see the world debut of Vicki Flower doing her silly little thing. Now, what else do we have to know? This wall back here, it's not ready, is it? It's not ready. It is not ready. I need to do some prep, don't I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And what would that be, That would be taking down what's there. I'm going to scoot this over here. Don't know if you can even see me anymore on the screen. You probably can't. Going to take down my Banksy. Love it. Life is beautiful. Yes, it is. And now, what am I left with? A bunch of nails. The accoutrements of the past remaining where they were. So, no, I'm going to decline. So thank you for inviting me to join in on here. You really just need to be patient with me. I'm brand new to this. When I get the confidence that I know how to manage my own self, then I'll be sure and include you. So please don't be offended. And lesson number 4, if you are offended, I'm real sorry, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay. So what do I got here? I got the old nails. Yeah. That held up the old thing that's going to be here. Now, sure enough, there we are. What's that mean next? That means I need to prepare this wall with putty, let the putty dry, sand it down if it's rough, because the green screen this is a really smooth wall. That's why I picked it. And in order for the green screen to work, it needs to be a really smooth wall. And it's also the longest focal point in my house. Literally, it's a wall of my entire house. And what that is then is that way, that direction, all the way that direction to all the way to here is 30 feet-ish. That lets me do anything I want pretty much when it comes to video once I'm in this space. And I'm kind of eat dinner either at a restaurant or in front of my TV. I also have a little breakfast nook ledge over to the right here that I can use. So I don't really need a dining room, And one of the... There's just all kinds of wisdom that you can get from taking the life you lead and the things you want to do and correlating it to your own transformation. And that's what I'm doing. For those of you who don't know, who haven't met me, my name is Vicki Flower. I live in Austin, Texas, and I'm a digital marketer and an artist. Okay. And what I committed to, I was so sick and tired of worrying about money, making the decision between should I do art and be poor? Well, that's not even true anymore. But should I do art? Should I do this? Should I do that? I bounced around between corporations and working for myself. And in 2019, I had a heart attack. And that heart attack really woke me up. It took a while because there's grief after a heart attack about your body failing you that a lot of people don't talk about and don't understand until you've been there. So there's some recovery time. And there's also the shock of it to say, this life I'm living right now cannot continue or I will die. That's what it was, straight out. That's what it was. And so since then, I have lost over 50 pounds. I have launched this, January 13th, I have launched my year to rich. And I mean rich in all ways, and money. Yes, not just relationships. Yes, money is worth being rich in, especially if you have a mission, especially if you have art to give, especially if you have a good heart. We need you out there in it, okay? So even though right now, the other piece of my little TED Talk here about transformation. So what have we talked about, right? Show up, commit, yeah. Understand that not everybody's going to understand you or wonder, like, why are you painting your dining room that, hello, crazy friggin' color of green? But once they understand you, the appropriateness is appropriate for the people who know and understand. So educating people about what you're doing is a good idea. Understanding that even after that, it still may not be their preferences. Even if they understand what you're doing, they may not like it. Meh. Another piece of it is, I don't like to think I don't care. But, it's like being on a committee. The people in the audience can have as much say as they want to, but if you're not a voting member on the committee, you're not. And sorry, you're not. Yeah, I am. And so I'm going to do what I like, even if other people don't. And here's the thing, like tattoos, like coloring your hair, like I got grief to the point from a friend, or I thought was a friend, when I got my hair cut recently. He was abusive. I had to delete him and block him. And this is a guy who wanted to date me when he first met me. Go figure, right? But he didn't approve of my hair. He thought I was confused about my sexuality. He thought, how dare me get offended that I put my stuff out there. He should be able to critique it however he wants, including all kinds of name calling. Now, I had some very, very kind men friend, who put him in his place, but I had to ultimately block him. So the haters are going to hate. Now, do I want to not care? No, I'm an emotional person. I'm an artist. Of course, I don't want to turn off my caring, especially for somebody who doesn't even get me. I want to hang out with people who get me. And I'm all right if you don't. I'm all right if you don't. You stick around and just hang out and watch. Maybe you'll learn. Maybe you'll change your point of view. Maybe I'll learn from you. Abuse ain't part of it, though. No, no, no. And for those of you asking, yes, this is Marilyn Monroe. And the reason why I wear this shirt, you see, she's like a skull. Because no matter how iconic or beautiful, or famous or rich you are, you're going to die. Yeah. And so why would we not want to, if we want to use our dining room for a radical green room to do videos in it, to dance around on TikTok, why the hell shouldn't I? Yeah, I got no reason why not. So here's the thing. I know I promised you a little bit of painting. You're only going to get a dab because I have to prep this. And again, my original thought was to have it all done. But one, that was too much work. Two, I slept in instead. I did what the heck I wanted. And three, I wanted to do this in a couple series because there are people that would criticize me for using my own house and painting it in weird colors because that's not what a dining room is for. It's my house. I bought it. I live here. No one else lives here but me. Why should I not do what I want to do? Right? And these are the kinds of things that I'm incorporating into my year to rich. So for the next year, I'm going to be doing everything I need to do hard and fast and focused so that I have a sustainable infrastructure financially in place so that I can be an artist, so that I can travel, so that I can do the things. And it is possible. Okay. Now let me see. Men, relax, chill. It's okay. I don't know if you tell him, Vicky. Yeah, I don't know about that. I love men too. I love men, definitely. I don't have a problem with any of that. Welcome to everybody. So I'm just going to keep going. Again, I will get experience with this. I ran a blog talk radio show for about 2.5 years and I loved it. I interviewed individuals, female entrepreneurs, 35 to 55 years old in their first year of business. And there are some remarkable women out there. However, it was maintaining the dashboard and doing everything right and not saying too much and interrupting them in a polite way so that I was doing the right thing at the right time and cutting over to commercial. It all takes practice. That's the other part of my TED Talk today. This shit takes practice, all right? And you're going to make mistakes. You're just straight up going to make mistakes. But so that you, world debut, You see how this is going to go? Can you see me? Yeah, that's going to be on there. Now, it's going to take 2 coats. It's going to take me prepping up. Can you see it? Oh, you barely can. I assure you, it's going to be really, really obnoxious, and I'm going to love the crap out of it. Because you know what? I'm a little obnoxious, and I'm okay with that. Not everybody gets me. I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with the idea that some of you love the hell out of me, and I appreciate it so, so much. Yeah. I want to be your friend. I want to meet people who care about art. I want to meet people who think it's fabulous that I'm making my house into my home in the style I want it to be and using it the way I want it to, even if it's not conventional. What about you? Are you afraid of being conventional? Are you afraid of not being conventional? Yeah. I'm a little more afraid of being conventional than I am not conventional. But I can say I came from a history as a child of getting teased a lot. So it's a trigger for me. So I have to manage that. All right? I have to manage that. And so keep your eyes open. I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for being here for my first live ever on TikTok. Much more to come. I love going live. I will get good at it. I will get concise about it. I will be focused. But today, you participated in a world debut, and I could not love you more for it. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I don't even know how to turn the thing off. Let me see. How do I stop? I have no idea. I'm going to pause. No. See, this is what you got to do. Let's see. How can I do it? How do I stop? Oh, there it is. I think I found the stop button. See you next time, everyone. I'm going to keep painting and I'll post my progress. Thank you for your support. I love you to death.